In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a flowchart in ClickUp. Flowcharts are a simple, visual way to map out a workflow or brainstorm ideas. Think of them as an image-based planner that turns a messy thought process into a clear, connected sequence. Whether you're sketching out a process for your team or clarifying a personal routine, this quick method will help you build something that's easy to follow and share. We'll begin by heading to your spaces on the left side of your ClickUp workspace. That left sidebar is where your different areas of work live, and it's the quickest route to create something new. Move your cursor over that area until you spot the plus sign. If you don't see it immediately, hover gently near the labels, and it should appear. Go ahead and click the plus sign. This is your gateway to creating all sorts of items, and it opens up a small menu with a few different choices. When the drop-down menu appears, you'll see options like forms and templates, along with a selection that says whiteboard. Click on whiteboard. If you're using the free plan, keep in mind you'll have a limit of 10 whiteboards in total, so it's worth being intentional about what you create and how you use them. If you're someone who prefers a more direct route, you may also find a whiteboard button over on the extreme left. Either path takes you to the same place, so choose whichever is most convenient based on your layout and habits. Once the whiteboard opens, this is where the magic happens. You'll be looking at a clean canvas designed for visual thinking. There are loads of options here for building your flowchart. The tools are flexible, and they're meant to make quick sketching just as easy as building a polished visual. For this walkthrough, I like to keep it straightforward with a combination of frames and arrows. Frames act like neat containers for your steps or ideas, and arrows create the movement from one stage to the next. This approach is clear for me and my team because it balances structure with readability, but you can absolutely shape things to match your own style. Start by placing your first frame on the whiteboard. This represents your starting point or first step. Give yourself a moment to think about what should kick off your process. The frame gives it a boundary, so it stands out immediately on the canvas. Now, connect that first frame to the next point using an arrow. The arrow shows what happens next, visually guiding the eye in the right direction. This is the foundation of a flowchart. A sequence of steps, each clearly defined and connected in the order they happen. Next, add your second frame and link it with another arrow. You'll start to see the structure take shape, and even a few steps can make your process much easier to understand at a glance. With each connection, you're creating flow, and the canvas helps you see whether the order makes sense. If you're collaborating with others, this is also a great checkpoint to confirm that the transition you're drawing reflects how work actually moves from one stage to the next. Follow that with a third frame, again connected by an arrow. With first, second, and third stages in place, you've created a simple flowchart. You can stop here if your process is short, or continue building if your workflow has more pieces. The clarity comes from the combination of well-labeled frames and clean directional arrows. Keeping your text concise in each frame helps everything stay scannable, and aligning your frames in a straight line or a gentle curve makes the flow easy to read. If your team prefers left to right or top to bottom movement, keep that direction consistent so people can follow it naturally. As you look over your chart, think about the story it tells. Does the first frame introduce the process clearly? Do the arrows lead the viewer confidently from one point to the next? A good flowchart makes decisions and handoffs obvious without needing extra explanation. If something feels crowded, give it a little more space. If two steps feel too similar, refine the wording so each one has a distinct purpose. The whiteboard's flexibility lets you adjust layouts quickly, so take a moment to get that balance right. When you're happy with the structure, you can share your flowchart directly with your teams. Sharing makes it easy for everyone to view the process in one place and keeps the conversation centered around a single source of truth. It's especially helpful for onboarding or cross-functional work because the chart communicates how things move without anyone having to dig through long documents. If you're working with collaborators, this is also a great way to gather quick feedback and make updates together. And that's really all there is to it. You headed to your spaces, used the plus sign to create a whiteboard, kept in mind the free plan limit, and then built a clean, simple flowchart using frames and arrows. With just a few elements, you now have a visual that helps break down complexity and get everyone on the same page. It's fast to set up, easy to understand, and flexible enough to grow with your needs.